This is 90.3 The Rock, WUTK. My name is Benny Smith. Proud to have you listening to us and proud to have you watching on UTTV The Rock Unplugged. And you can check that out every Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday night on Channel 194 on the Comcast Digital Package. Channel 65 on campus. What time, you might ask? Might I check that out on the TV? That would be 9 o'clock every Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday night. And what we do is we have these cool killer rock and roll and all kinds of other bands and musicians come in and play live in studio to talk about their new record or maybe a gig they've got. Or their new favorite recipe. I don't know. We just bring them in and they gig and they play some songs and we talk to them and we have it live on the radio and then we videotape it for what you're watching now. The UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. We have a lot of fun with it and we thank UTTV for helping to make it happen. Today in studio, we have basically got, I guess, a third of the Dirty Guv'nahs. Is that right?
That's right.
Is that right? Cool. Step on over the mic a little bit, James. I guess if you're going to talk or
1/3
or
Guv'nahs
Chris.
right here.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. You do it so well on stage.
All right.
You go ahead and introduce who's here and then make sure and tell who's not because they may not show up at the gig if you don't give them some love. So step on up a little bit closer to the mic there.
Absolutely. In this corner, we've got Chris Duty.
Mr. Duty.
And in this corner,
Yes, he
we have
is
myself. My name is James. And we're in a band called the Dirty Guv'nahs right
Yes,
here
you are.
from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Now tell us who is not in the room, but we'll be at Barley's on stage with you guys tonight.
Not
The
in the
rest of the
room.
boys in the band.
We've got Mr. Mitch Stewart, we got Justin and Aaron Hoskins,
Yep.
the brothers Hoskins, and we've also got Mr. Michael
Michael
Jenkins.
Jenkins. Absolutely, man.
Yes, sir.
Great rock and roll band. We are so proud they call Knoxville home. And if you have never seen this band before, well, hey, it's your lucky day or lucky night because they're going to be playing down at Barley's this evening. Lauderdale on the gig. They're out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama. They'll be in here in about an hour. And then there's one other band. Do you remember their name?
Mother Jackson out of Athens, Georgia.
Very cool. Mother Jackson. Well, we'll let them take the stage tonight, I guess, since game day's tomorrow and there's another band from Athens playing at halftime over here at the stadium, I guess, but a little bit bigger band. But so it's a pretty much southern rock and roll evening down at Barley's tonight with you guys headlining,
Absolutely.
of course. They do such a great job, Robbie Duval and the whole gang, Rodney and Randy and everybody down at Barley's. They do such a great job of bringing live music in and doing it right and the sound and treating the bands right. And they're getting ready to do it even bigger and better because they're getting ready to redo the whole place down there. So
right.
This will be y'all's last time at Barley's as you know it, but it's also your last gig in town for the calendar year 2009, right? Pretty much?
That's right. That's right. This will be it until 2010.
Yeah, yeah.
We got a lot of work ahead of us.
I was going to say, we're going to come back and we're going to address the fact of why this is your last gig of 2009, because you got a couple of things on the agenda you got to take care of.
True
and
story.
Some really cool stuff that you've announced, I know, to some folks on your MySpace and Facebook and all that stuff, too. But we hadn't really got to talk about it much on the radio yet, so we're excited about doing that. But before we do that, again, Dirty Guv'nahs in the house. Chris and James from Dirty Guv'nahs. Playing Barley's tonight with the whole band plugged in, since you're unplugged and tuned up, too, ladies and gentlemen. They tune because they care. Why don't you give us a song, brothers?
Great.
What you going to do for us?
This is actually a new song we hadn't even named yet, but so you hear it here first.
We love it like that. It's Dirty
90.3.
Guv'nahs on 90.3 The Rock.
Every single time, a good time in my mind is with you, right there by my side. Feeling up slow, you're slow. She says she goes slow because she wants to run around, see the world, and get inside. I know you want to be together, so do I, but you got to help yourself. The fight inside your mind, it can't last forever. So try your hand at something else. Gracie, won't you look at me? Well, I wish that you could see what you look like through my eyes. Where you're feeling small, so small. Voices, the giants all around you, telling you that you're younger than you are. I said, I know you won't be together, so do I, but you got to help yourself. The fight inside your mind, it won't last forever, so try your hand at something else. Studio. It was the first time to play that one in a little.
Right on. Very good stuff. That is Chris and James for the Dirty Guv'nahs. 2/6 or 1/3, if you want to look at it that way, of the band, the Dirty Guv'nahs, live in studio on 90.3 The Rock. And did you say you got a name for that yet?
That didn't have a name. It's
Not yet.
not even finished, really.
Yeah, very cool. We like the Black Lilies came and played last Friday, and did 3 songs they've never done before as well. And that's kind of what, this format kind of lends itself to, actually.
Yeah.
Tweaking it a little bit and the Unplugged deal. And again, they will be plugged in, loud, live, and livaciously this evening at Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria down in the Old City. If you've never had a chance, like I said, to treat yourself to a good evening of rock and roll, you've got it laid out for you tonight, as the Dirty Guv'nahs are going to be down at Barley's as well. Probably first band about 9 o'clock or so, I guess, 9 or 10.
That's
and then,
right.
Something like that.
Yeah, the cool
9
part,
o'clock.
if you're hungry, get down there and get you some pie, man. They make good pie and good cold beverages as well down at Barley's, too. So, Dirty Guv'nahs been voted, is it 2 years now, Metropulse? Is that right? 2 years in a row?
Right.
So we're compatriots in that way, that the Metropulse voters voted us best radio station 4 years in a row. These guys, best local rock band for 2 years in a row as well. And that's got to make you feel good. It makes us, kind of warm and fuzzy when we win it every year. But you guys, it's been 2 years in a row. Well earned. You work hard. You deserve it. That's a cool thing, isn't it?
Very cool. Very cool. It's humbling. There's a lot of good bands around here, so
Boy, howdy.
It's exciting to know folks like it.
And especially considering there's about 90,000 people a week read Metropulse. And so, yeah, it's kind of cool when people take the time to vote for you
That's
and go
true.
online or send it in or whatever. So congratulations for that. You guys have been very busy. Of course, you had an album that you released really not too long ago, I guess, and that's the self-titled record right here, that just the Dirty Guv'nahs. And gosh, we've played We'll Be the Light, Brown Little Bird, Borrowed Time, Born of Thieves, on and on and on. And did this down in Athens, Georgia, recurring theme this weekend. In fact, you'll talk a little bit about that too, James, here in a minute. But work with Dave Barbie, that had to be a blast, man.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, working with Dave was a dream.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy in every area of life.
Yeah.
He knows a lot about studio and making folks sound good. So.
Knows a lot of people that you can call and go, could you come in and lay this down for me?
Yeah.
And those people are just some of the best at doing what he asked them to do as well. Did you learn a lot, though? That's the one thing, it seems, from the first record to this one especially, that you guys have you're really growing as a band right now in so many ways, musically, on stage, off stage, songwriting. Does it feel that way? Do you feel like you're getting more cohesive even and growing, not just one by one, but 6 together pretty much moving forward?
Yeah. I think absolutely. And, speaking to making records, the first, record was more of a demo. We made it in 2 days, and that one we made in 5 days, and now we're going to make, another one here later this year, and we're going to take 13 days to do it. So,
At least you're spending more money every album, because the longer it takes in a studio, the more money it takes as well.
It's true.
But you did such a good job with this one, with the self-titled record. It just seems like you're kind of feeling and finding yourselves as a band and musically, and then live. It's just it's a whole nother thing. You guys really kind of crank it up even live, and that's one of the things I tell people. Listen to this band. You'll love the records. You'll enjoy it. You'll have fun. But you guys are one of those bands that when you go see it live and then you put the record on and hear it again, it kind of hits you upside the other side of the head. And you're kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. And it kind of comes together. You guys, you could tell, you put a lot into your live shows, don't you? There's a lot of passion, a lot of emotion there. And you proved that at the Bijou not too long ago, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that. What a great success story there at the Bijou show, man. Very cool.
The Bijou was, hands down, probably the coolest show we've ever played. You were talking a little bit earlier just about Knoxville and how supportive this town's been, and that's just another reason that we feel lucky and blessed to be from here. We had, 650 people?
Yeah.
650 people came out.
In one of the sweetest sounding rooms around.
Oh, it was amazing. Just incredible acoustics, and it was a night where they had tornado warnings and rain, and people braved all that stuff and just came out and listened to a good
And that
rock
was
and roll
off
show.
stage, right? That was off stage tornado warning. It was a Gardner tornado on stage, I think, because you guys were rocking it.
I guess.
Now, that turned out to be a really special night, though, didn't it? With the bands and the crowd and everything. Was that one of those that you kind of thought, we're really hopping, we're having a good time, but after a night like that, does it really take it to another level for you guys as a band?
Absolutely. We just keep having these little, these little milestones along the way that let us know, hey, we need to keep doing this.
Right.
That was definitely one of them for us.
Kind of validates it all, doesn't it, man?
Absolutely.
Well, a lot of hard work. You guys are a hard-working band as well, so when that hard work pays off when there's, 650 or 700 fannies in the seats at BGU. And they weren't in their seats long, I guarantee you that. They were up dancing, having a good time. That kind of validates it, and congratulations for that. James and Chris from the Dirty Guv'nahs in studio right now here on 90.3 The Rock and on UTTV The Rock Unplugged. Again, you can check this out every Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday night at 9 on UTTV, channel 194 on the Comcast Digital Package, channel 65 on campus. These guys are going to be playing Plugged In this evening down at Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria in the Old City, and it will be a fine, fine show, and they've got a lot going on between now and the end of the year. This is their last show in Knoxville for this calendar year. We're going to get you to do another song, and then we're going to come back and talk a little bit about what you've got going on between now and December. We were talking a little off mic about it, and it's a really special thing. It's a very cool thing, kind of a brush with greatness, if you will, as well. And again, kind of in that line of a band finding itself and really, moving in the direction that they really deserve to move in and really want to move in and have been working hard to move in. And so it's great when good things happen to good bands and good people like this, and that's what's getting ready to happen to the Guv'nahs again. So we're going to come back and talk to them about it. But right now, James and Chris, why don't you do us another one, man? You got another tune for us?
Yeah, absolutely. I got actually, the whole band hasn't even heard this song yet, but I've played it for selected ones, and
we feel honored, brother.
Yeah. So I'm glad it doesn't have a name either, but it's fitting because this song, it's about me almost going to the University of Georgia for graduate school.
Ooh.
What a mistake that would have been.
That's a close almost, man. Yeah.
The band would have never been, it would have just, it would have been cut off right after it was born.
Well, we're glad you chose
aborted.
Glad you chose to stay in Vol City, man. I think there's a lot of other people that are as well. So.
There's one more reason why Knoxville's better than Athens, right?
There you go, Chris. Absolutely, man. What's the name of it, man? You got a name for this one yet?
It doesn't have a name yet.
Another one without a working title.
I try to wait until it's just ready, and a lot of times songs change big time.
Oh, yeah.
And they change big time. Once we all start playing it together, it can totally change.
Well, and even one that you record and put on a record over time. I mean, we had Colin Hay from Men at Work in here a couple of weeks ago, and he's out doing these Men at Work songs forever and has been, but he's changes us up, a little subtle change here and there, and maybe it's something and it kind of gives new life to the song, especially if it's as strong a song as some of the big hits they had back in the day, So I'm sure the same happens to you guys. Like you say, you get on stage and you kind of find a little bit of a different direction for a song. You're willing to try it, I'm sure, see what works. Yeah. Well, try this new one, man. Let's hear it. Let's go for it.
Let me think of the rhythm. Georgia, but gonna have to go. Going back to my